SE iOS 11 versus SE iOS 12 coming up right now. Let's go. Oh, what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. We're bringing them back for one video here to see if this iOS 12, which is touted to be much faster than iOS 11, well, at least we're gonna see if it's changed yet in beta 1. This is beta 1 iOS 12, iOS 11.4, latest official version for, public to download. Let's go ahead and boot them up in 3, 2, 1 and see which one is quicker. Now, keep in mind that iOS 12 claims to have like a 70% faster camera opening time, 40% faster on some applications. So, we're going to see in the real world if that's changed yet. Now, this might not actually show them speed improvements until later betas, but iOS 11.4 gets the jump on iOS 12 beta 1. But this could be a good video for you to see if you even want to try out this beta, because you might just be wanting those speed updates and you might want to wait to the future updates to get those speed increment updates to your iPhone SE. Now, I don't know about you, but I was hoping that we would see an iPhone SE2, an update to this boy at WWDC 2018, but that did not arrive, which I think a lot of us were hoping for, because this phone is definitely due an update. And yes, it's getting iOS 12, but software is software. We want to see that notched iPhone SE, or at least, an SE that looks like this, that has massively improved internals. Either way, I think most folks who have an SE would be happy with that upgrade. What are your thoughts on that? Are you bummed about the non-release of an iPhone SE2, or you don't care really? You're not even into this phone at all? Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's go ahead and get on with the fingerprint scanner test to see if there's any updates into getting into your phone. 3, 2, 1. And you can see not really. iOS 11.4 on the left, 12 on the right, and you can see not a big difference at all. And you can see maybe even a little faster on 11.4. We'll do that one more time. 3, 2, 1. What about that camera from the lock screen? Let's see if that's changing speed. And you can see, yes, that definitely looked faster on 12. Yeah, a little bit there, not too much though. So beta 1's not going to be showing massive upgrades here in the speed department, I don't feel, so far. Let's go into the general and software update, and I'm going to show you that we are on 12. I like how they have this automatic update features here in 12. You can see right there. Let's go into settings here for this iPhone SE and show you that we are on 11.4 official version. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and just see the differences in pulling up that control center. That sometimes would lag on 11. The 11 series. Let's go ahead and see if that's changed. And you could see it doesn't look like it's that much different so far. Maybe slightly on 12. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Maybe just slightly a little more smooth. Let's pull down that bar right there at the top, the notification bar. And let's go over to the left. And you can see it still does that little thing where it drops down. I wish they would fix that in future updates. And you can see scrolling about the same. No real differences here so far in response times from 11.4 to 12 beta 1. All right guys, so we have arrived at the application portion of the speed test. Let's see if there's any differences between both of them. iOS 11 again on the left, 12 on the right. Let's go to calendar. You can see no big differences there. Let's go into the clock next, and let's go there, and you can see maybe slightly to 12. What about calculator? You can see about the same. What about the settings? And you can see slightly it looks like to 12. Coming home, let's go into Instagram. And you can see Instagram is loaded like literally identical. Identical performance there. What about the Twitter? And you can see Twitter is, that may be slightly to iOS 12, I see. Let's go into Snapchat. 3, 2, 1. And that was pretty close. You call that one down below. What about WhatsApp? You can see very even performance there. What about the YouTube? And you can see YouTube on the right first. So nice stuff for iOS 12 on that one. What about Netflix? You can see Netflix on the left and then on the right. Let's go into Amazon. And Amazon is open first on the left and then on the right. Let's go into eBay. And you can see eBay is open first on the right, then on the left. But, it's not too much different so far in performance, but what I'm noticing is that at least it's keeping up, at least it's at the same level, meaning that throughout this beta process, I'm sure it's going to get much faster. It's at the even performance basically as iOS 11. Now, if you remember last year, iOS 11 was slower than the prior version. It took so many processes, so many betas to get to the next, speed enhancement before you even had it even close to like iOS 10. So this is good stuff because at least it's equal performance basically. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. And you can see Dead Trigger 2 is opened about the same again. What about play? Let's see which one can actually get into that game first. And it looks like we have basically an even performance again. Let's go into PUBG Mobile. Now this one takes a little bit of time to load because it does have, a little bit more graphics. It's a live game. You got to play people online. So let's let this thing load up real quick. You can see it looks like 12 is ahead there. So like I say, I'm not overly impressed with 12's performance so far on the SE, but I'm impressed that at least it's a little bit better, maybe slightly better than 11 already, and it's just beta 1. Remember, beta 1. We're gonna have so many betas before this thing hits the, the public. So not like a public beta, but like hits the public in fall. Like everyone gets that update. So that's nice. Let's go into Slither, and you can see Slither is opened. That was probably 11 right there. Let's hit play against AI. You can see very similar. Let's go into Video Shop. And Video Shop opens first on the left, and Geekbench. You can see about the same. Let's go into the speed test. And speed test is open very similarly again, and Chrome. And you could see that was iOS 12. Now, this is probably very similar because iOS 12 is very similar to iOS 11. But I think that there's going to be so many betas with 12 because Apple really wants to work on performance this year. So very good stuff because it's at least matching the performance of iOS 11 on the first beta. So good signs to come for the iPhone SE and older iPhones. All right, so I'm quickly just going to run through these applications to see if I do get any reloads here, which I don't expect because, iOS pretty much holds these apps very well. This is 11.4 on the left. And you can see a little bit of a hang there. Let's go into Netflix and let's go into YouTube. Let's go into WhatsApp. Let's go into Snapchat, Twitter, and we have Instagram, and then we have settings, and then we have calculator. We do have clock and calendar, so it doesn't seem like we had too much of a big deal. There, it pauses them a little bit on iOS, but still, they open them all and they're not like crashing. The system didn't shut down or anything like that, so looking good. iOS 12, we'll snap through some more of these. Yeah, like I say, it just pauses a little bit and then it gets going. So it's really pretty nice, pretty nice performance. And look at 12 here on beta 1. No stuttering, no crashing. Do we have a reload on WhatsApp? No, we didn't. Let's go into Twitter and Instagram, and let's go into settings. Let's go into calculator. Let's go into clock. And let's go into calendar. So you've seen very similar, almost equal performance, if not equal to iOS 11. So this is a good sign if you wanted to try out iOS 12 Beta 1. Final Geekbench scores are in. We have a higher single core score for the iOS 12 and a higher multi-core score. So that's looking good as well for the iPhone SE on iOS 12. And that's it. iPhone SE iOS 11 versus iPhone SE iOS 12. Should you do the update when public beta rolls around? I think it's worth a try. It definitely has pretty much equal performance to the 11. I'm seeing worse battery life so far, so keep that in mind. Battery life is not going to be great. Am I disappointed that there was no upgrade to this phone? No iPhone SE2? Absolutely. I think many of you were as well, but let's not take it too seriously. They might still bring it later this year. If you found this video helpful, enjoyable, entertaining, informative, you'd like to see some other older iPhones, maybe the 6 Plus, maybe the iPhone 6, maybe the iPhone 5S, the older ones that really are supposed to get these speed updates, let me know down below. And before I go, let me go ahead and check that camera one more time. That 70% increase. Let's go ahead and check that out. You can see definitely faster, so I'm not going to say it's not. One more time, 3, 2, 1. Yes, definitely faster for iOS 12. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you on the next episode, and peace.